So I'm just making lids off the hump. You don't really need to centre the whole lump of clay, and if anything, it's probably best not to, because in your centering action, you're always adding a bit more water. So these are just a very quick lid. These are for the garlic jars. So they'll sit in the gallery. One of the smallest things I make. And they're usually the last thing of the day. So it does take me a while to sort of settle down to a size of knob. Especially as I probably only make these a couple of times a year. So when I first started making pots 40 odd years ago, the fashion in those days was potpourri. And I can remember making thousands upon thousands of minute jars, very similar to these in size, in shape, but only about that sort of size. And each one had a lid like these. And I'd usually from a local craft shop, which was Aysgarth Falls, get an order every winter of probably about anything up to about 3,000 or 4,000 of these things. So yeah, it brings back some quite fond memories. My first workshop. Clay you need, and you're splitting it like that. Bringing it out. So it's, and then it just folds in. So you don't really measure them because there's, the pots themselves. I don't measure this size of pot when I'm making. They just, as it were, what we used to call ATRs, as they rise. So it's just a standard. In theory, if your throwing is reasonable, your moves should be the same from one pot to the other. So really, the size should be more or less the same without having to measure. Because the clay is weighed out on those, although it isn't on these. But you'll get a sort of, you'll get enough leeway, and the gallery is quite a sizable gallery, so it gives you probably about half an inch of leeway anyway. In terms of the size of the